What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Two Guys Rambling. We are back here again, rambling another week, Javi. We're at 91 subscribers.
Damn.
91 subscribers. Yeah, we're
Thank
doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Thank everybody out there. Appreciate you guys for hooking us, guys and gals out there, hooking it up and listening and paying attention to everything, because we absolutely enjoy doing this and talking. We missed last week. We missed last week's episode.
But life happens.
Life happens. I got into a car accident. Fucked up my car. I'm pretty sure we're past the first 10 seconds, right? Yeah. So, that happened, and that was a great, grand old time. So, now just going through the motion, man. Going through the motion, and, we're going to talk about mental health today. Men's mental health.
Men's mental health.
Because.
Men's mental health.
Men's mental health, because it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. If you didn't know that, which I'm sure you didn't, because honestly, I didn't even know about it, to be honest with you. We're gonna talk.
Because according to society, fuck men's mental health.
Fuck men's mental health. Fuck yeah. And then we're also gonna talk about a little bit of the submarine thing, but I mean, that's all talked about everywhere. And we're gonna talk about what I think happened with this submarine thing. And not necessarily what actually happened to the submarine, but why it was such a big story in this week, because a lot of stuff happened during the week. A lot of big stuff that happened during the week that was in the news for a little bit, but wasn't talked about a lot. Because there's some big stuff that happened.
Oh, you mean how like Hunter Biden, he's getting convicted, but then they're just giving him a slap on the wrist for stuff that would be a normal citizen's like felony going to prison?
Two rappers got arrested.
Yep.
And in prison. But before that, please like, comment, subscribe down below, because we love seeing your beautiful faces. Hopefully you love seeing our beautiful faces too. Because we love being here and we love talking to you guys, and, all you guys and gals out there. We enjoy having everybody. So please like, comment, subscribe, hit the link tree at the bottom. It'll show you all of our socials, our Instagram, Spotify, if you like to listen to us on the road, or YouTube as well too. Liking, commenting, doing all those things does a lot for the algorithm, and it really helps us on this rambling community that we are trying to build. So I hope that you also share this with 2 friends. That's all we ask. Share it with 2 friends. We're doing a lightning cut today. Because of my new job, I have to drink wine. I have to try wine. And you're laughing right now because you're like, what job needs you to drink? But my job actually now requires that I drink. So, today I'm going to try a little bit of wine with the cigar. I might, throw up my brains, but I don't know yet. So we're going to find out, because I'm not really a wine drinker. And we're going to try it today. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see how much of this bottle I can power through.
And, who is this Cut and Light sponsored by?
Oh my God. This Cut and Light is sponsored by Club Humidor San Pedro. Oh my God. Club Humidor San Antonio, that has 3 locations. One being on San Pedro, the other being on Hebner.
Thousand Oaks.
Thousand Oaks.
I almost say Stone Oak every time.
Thousand Oaks. And so as we get into this Cut and Light, which I am very excited for, because I have not smoked in forever, Sean is going to tell us about our cigars.
Okay. So first, we're going to start with Matt, who we had trouble finding his cigar because he doesn't know the name of it.
I didn't. You missed the whole thing?
Hold on.
Oh, damn, I did the same thing.
Okay. So Matt is smoking the Cream. It is a Nicaraguan full body. And I'm getting this from Privada Club Cigars. Privada Cigar Club. It's actually it looks like a really nice cigar.
Yeah.
And then Javi over here, he is smoking the Menlik. Something like that. It's made by Pete.
Just say Foundation Cigar.
P-tip?
Robusto.
And
I'm getting that from Corona Cigar Club.
Corona.
It's made by Foundation Cigars.
Oh, sorry. It's also a Nicaraguan full body. It's got a 4.9 rating on here.
Mm-hmm.
Must be a really good cigar.
Draw is kind of tight, actually. I think I just have to get through this little thing. I'll try some of this wine.
I should probably turn my volume down. So?
It's not bad.
No, you gotta do the thing.
The thing?
Yeah, swish it around.
Oh, I gotta swish it around. Gotta smell it. Let's see.
What are you getting on the nose? What are you getting?
Apples?
No, you got to be specific. You got to be like falling.
It's like
falling out of the tree when you were 3 years old.
It's like a 6-year-old tree with a 2-month-old apple.
How many apples?
On the tree is probably about 25 apples on the tree.
Okay.
And it's about noon when they were picked.
Oh, okay.
When you're saying all this, you remind me of a joke, but I'm probably gonna butcher it.
Oh no!
Because you're like, it reminds me of.
That's the way everybody does everything, though.
Yeah.
Like cigars, tasting Barnyard on a Sunday morning,
and fresh molasses right out of the sugar cane. I don't know, dude.
The thing with wine. Did you know that different parts of your tongue taste things differently?
No.
So the front of your tongue is what tastes like your sugars and stuff like that.
Oh, so V-cuts might be good?
No.
Yeah.
V-cuts are never good, Javi. Never good. Pro-guillotine. Pro-guillotine.
Anyway, continue.
That's what the sides are like salt and the back is what tastes like all the bitterness. So when you drink wine, it looks really like prestigious. Prestigious? Yeah. Not like just a swishing around, but like the fact that like you kind of push your tongue out a little bit. Like you kind of like, so that way it touches the front of your tongue. It doesn't touch the back part right away. Cause if it does, it's going to taste bitter.
You're saying this, like and shit. If we ever get like way more viewers, the people who just drink wine to get fucked up are going to be like, what?
Yeah. They're like, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. What does this guy know? So we are going to follow the same kind of, the same rhythm. Yeah. That we've been doing now, right? The news first, some of the kind of like the highlights, and then we're going to jump into men's mental health because this month is men's mental health awareness. And I've got some my God, I barely took a sip of wine. I don't know what's going on. And then we're going to go into some like statistics about men and, why men's mental health is very important. And like young guys too. Like you're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you know, it's important.
Okay. Did y'all hear about that girl at NYC that snatched the mic out of the
speaker's hand?
Yeah.
No. Who's the speaker?
It was at her college graduation.
Was that her college graduation?
Her college graduation.
Okay.
And
so like
the speaker, the announcer, I think it's the principal, right? That does that?
What's the dean?
The dean. She mispronounced her name.
Oh, God.
And so the lady stormed up to her, like wrestled with her, got the mic out of her hand, and proceeded to and gave her own speech. And when asked about it later, she said, as a black woman, I'm always right.
Well, that gets into intersectionality, and that I don't even know if we want to get into that.
That's crazy. Her argument was, I'm a black woman, so I'm always right.
Well, because like according to intersectionality, right, which is like it's a sociology term. It's like, well, if you're a woman, you have more life experience than essentially kind of like a man, right?
Okay.
But if you're a black woman, you have more life experience. Your opinion matters more than a white woman. And then if you're a lesbian black woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Like the more you add on.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to go woke, man. The woker you are, the stronger you are. It's like Thanos. You've got like Hispanic, black, and then you've got like gay, straight.
No,
well, not straight.
Well, according to recent media, if you're Hispanic, you're basically a white supremacist.
That's what they were saying about that guy with the they were just saying that in general because Hispanics tend to have like more conservative views, more like that, and that's just Hispanics in general because they're Catholics. Mm-hmm. You know, they believe in Catholicism. Anyways, back to the news. So of course the big thing in the news right now, right, is the submarine, the Titan. It was owned by OceanGate. I say it was because it's no longer with us.
Neither is the CEO.
There were 5 people on the sub. And people are talking shit about this. A lot. because they're billionaires, right? And they were like, "Oh, fuck them! Like if they die, they die. Woo! The ocean's doing our job for us." This is literally what people were saying.
Oh, you know the whole "eat the rich."
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up.
Did they tell you how much they paid to be on there?
$250,000 each to be on there. If you had the money, you wouldn't.
No. Did you see how it looks
If
on the
you
inside?
were a billionaire,
Absolutely
you're
not.
telling me that you wouldn't do this.
Hold on. You know,
I'm gonna build my own, bro. You see how
You're-
much like that thing was a piece of shit.
It was not a piece of shit.
Do you mean
It was the first of its kind.
No, absolutely not.
I've seen the videos.
No, have you seen Dally MD's video on it?
Hold on.
Dalium D.
You paid
I don't know.
$250,000.
If I'm a fucking billionaire,
Matt, they
I'll pay
shat.
$250,000 to shit in the middle of the fucking jungle.
Matt, they shit in Ziploc bags.
You
They
have
did
like
not shit Ziploc
you
bags.
have millionaires going to Everest and fucking dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would climb Everest.
I wouldn't. Fuck
If
that.
I had the money and the time, that's something I would do.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I want to experience these things.
I would die.
I would do the like bungee jumping thing.
Damn,
Oh,
I wanted
fuck
to.
that.
I'll tell you off the pod what I'd do if I was a millionaire.
Oh no, God.
Uh-oh.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the video for you. I'll send it to you.
What?
Of this
the
dude
thing?
who went in,
I've seen it.
like, no, Dally MD, he's a YouTuber.
Is he the one that did it like 3 weeks before
Yes.
them? Okay, yeah, I saw it.
Also,
All they
John
have is
Harry-
like one porthole. Looks like a piece of shit.
They have two?
No, it had two.
One in the front, one in the back.
Yeah, and it couldn't handle how much pressure?
Okay, nothing can handle that much pressure though.
Yeah, but
These were like a first of its kind.
then-
besides robots.
Did you hear that he cut so many corners on it?
Yeah, like the engineer, they fired him because he told him no, that like you can't do that. You can't go to that
Yeah.
depth.
Really?
Yeah, he fired his
That
engineer
part I didn't know. But they've done this a few times already.
Yeah, but they've never gone to that
to that depth.
And what?
I thought they've gone all the way down to it. Are you sure?
Positive.
I
Yeah,
think
maybe
they
I don't
might
know.
have, but not
Because I could
in
have
that
sworn
type
that
of submarine.
that is the submarine that they use, though.
But no, I think they've gone down to the Titanic before, but not in that kind of submarine.
Yeah, Ocean Gate, they were warned multiple times, and then they fired their head engineer who told them the front window would not be able to handle that pressure going that deep. And they were like,
so
fuck
did-
you.
So,
did they
this was the
confirm?
first time that it went that low. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think so.
Basically, yeah.
I
So-
had heard different. I had heard that there were people that had actually did this.
So did they die
Sure.
in lack of oxygen, or did they implode?
No, it
Oh no, it
imploded.
imploded.
It imploded.
It imploded. Yeah, because of all the pressure.
Did you hear why they got
Um,
lost?
They lost connection about an hour and 45 minutes into
And
the
did you
journey.
know? Did you hear the Navy heard the implosion?
So this is what I'm gonna get into in a little bit. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Two things. One, I think I'm a complete idiot or something because I didn't realize how deep the Titanic was.
Oh,
Stupid
yeah.
deep, right?
Didn't realize that. Second thing, I didn't realize how close it is though.
It's like off the coast of Canada, right?
It's off the coast of like Maine.
Shit.
Like right where Canada and the United States meet toward like Maine and New York and all that. It's right along that latitude.
So, but
um,
did
I didn't realize it was that close though. I thought it
Yeah.
was like a lot further
out?
like a lot further out. And I don't know why I thought that we had submarines that can go that deep.
I didn't realize that it was that deep. Like
I know the
saw-
Navy does,
I saw,
but not. Well, the Navy does in the aspect that they can go below the thermocell, which is like where the temperature of the ocean changes completely.
Uh-huh.
Where like they can go below that. They can go pretty fucking deep. But that's the Navy. Of course, they don't have fucking viewports.
Yeah, I wonder how small that is or how far that is.
Let me check.
Because I wonder if that's further than what the Titanic is. Because from my understanding, there's not very many submarines that can go that low.
So they lost connection, but how come? But did they tell you why they couldn't come back up?
It imploded.
Yeah, but,
Implosion happens so quickly. It's absurd.
yeah, but it was 3 days. Like they were supposed to go down there for like what 5 hours, 4 hours, and then come.
Yeah,
back
something
up.
like that. It was like, I think it was like 3 hours down and then it took them 3 hours to get back up and they like corkscrewed down.
Yeah,
And they corkscrewed back up.
but I know how they got lost. Stick drift.
Oh
Wow.
my god!
Wow. Oh, wow. Imagine that's actually what it is.
Well, no, because like in the video, it's dead as a $33 controller.
Yeah.
Man,
I don't understand why people are shitting on that, first of all.
because of like
Controllers are like accurate.
Logitech's like scratching their heads right now.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna have to put on the box now, not for submarine.
Yeah, not for some.
That's fucking crazy. All right, hour 40. Yeah, I didn't realize how deep down it was. Don't get me wrong. I knew it was far down, but I didn't know it was like miles.
The subs
like
can
It's
go.
like 4 Empire State Buildings down.
Is that what it is? Is that what you saw in your TikTok video?
I think it's like 3.
Well, remember, a lot of this is classified, but what we
Yeah,
know
sure.
about is a U.S. sub can go to down to 3,000 feet.
Okay, and where's the Titanic's further than that? I'm guessing.
Check.
I'm assuming. Well, anyways, so hour 45 minutes into
The
the
Titanic
journey.
is at 3,821.
Oh, so it is.
So the submarine can go that deep.
I thought it said it. I thought it
the U.S. Navy submarine,
cannot because it can only go down to 3,000 feet.
3,000 to 4,000.
Oh, 3,000 to 4,000. Okay. So yes, it can go that deep because I know we have like robots that can go that deep. That's how
Yeah.
we got like all the pictures, and now they have this beautiful 3D print of it. I don't know if you've seen it. They have this beautiful 3D excavation of it. Looks
Okay,
really, really cool.
I think we're both wrong. The Titanic's 12,000 feet.
Oh. 12,000 feet? God, that's...
But there is a submersible called the Idabel that went 2,500 feet deep.
2,500? So 2,500?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe this doesn't have like
Kind of doesn't make sense.
good info, right? Let me
I
look it
don't
up. Let me
know.
look it up.
I feel like only if we had a Bing boy that would be able to search all these things up that we're trying
The
to find
Titanic
out.
is at 13,000 feet.
Okay, so the Titanic is 13,000 feet in the water.
And the U.S. subs only go to 3,000 to 4,000.
So they can't even go that low.
That's
then.
allegedly. Most people say it's like classified, so we really won't know how deep they go.
But I'm sure we have a guesstimate of how deep they can go. I'm sure we have an
Yeah, they
estimate
say like
of how...
3,000 to 4,000, allegedly.
Because that sounds pretty fucking deep to me.
Yeah.
But 12,000 feet is the amount of weight. Because you have to remember, like, all that water's
Yeah.
Okay.
piling up on you.
I was extremely wrong.
Okay?
It's not 4 Empire State Buildings. It's 9.
9 Empire...
It's 9 Empire.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Sorry, I'm really trying to find the whole submarine shit.
Which one? What are you trying to find?
Hold on.
I'm not sure what he's looking. Sean, try to find if you can see how deep like a Navy submarine can go. Like your average Navy submarine? Anybody out there like wine? It's alright.
800 feet.
They can go under 800 feet?
The depth that a Navy submarine can dive on the type.
Yeah, but the one I read just came out 2 days ago. 3,000 to 4,000.
It says over 900 meters, 3,000 feet. And that's the Bory class. So I guess there's different classes
Yeah,
of
sure.
submarine.
Yeah, like there's a Seawolf, there's a Ohio class, there's a
Typhoon.
Virginia class.
Typhoon class.
Typhoon.
Typhoon's non-existent. I think
So-
they retired those.
Everybody's smoking good cigars out there today. Sounds pretty good.
I'm trying to... Okay, there's a certain name for it, but I know our U.S. subs will go below what they do in combat is if there's a torpedo coming in on them.
Okay.
They'll jump below... I think it's a thermosile, something like that. It's where the temperature changes in the ocean.
Can you look that up, Sean?
I don't know the name. Like the line where the temperature changes because it'll go from like, let's say warm, and then they hit that depth where it gets cold in the ocean, like super cold because you're that deep, and it'll fuck with torpedoes.
Ooh. Torpedoes aren't like heat sinking, right?
No, but it'll fuck with the sonar
Ooh.
because it kind of like changes the picture.
This is what I've always wondered, and we're total fuck a tangent here, but
I read a lot of naval warfare books.
torpedo can't be controlled, right? After it's been
Yes.
shot out?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
wire guided
They have wire guided torpedoes?
Yeah, and then they'll cut wires. So like when it starts getting close to its target, when
Yeah.
it's in passive homing, they'll cut wires. So then
What?
they'll move on their own, and then they'll do active homing. So then they'll kind of go wherever
And
they.
do they use sonar for that?
Yeah,
The actual torpedo uses sonar.
yeah. The
for it.
torpedo itself uses it, like sends, of course, the ping,
Yeah.
the sonar wave, and then
Sure.
gets the pings back. Yeah,
Me and
Wow.
Javi were actually both wrong.
Hmm.
Ocean Gate is the first submarine to ever reach the Titanic.
Yeah, it already did it. Yeah, it had
Holy
already done it before.
shit.
It was the first of its kind.
Yeah, James Gunn, the original director of Titanic, did it. Went on it and went down there. They've done it a couple of times, I believe.
But I don't think they've ever reached it, because I looked up how many submarines have reached the Titanic, and it's only one submersible. The Titan, owned by OceanGate, is capable of reaching the Titanic wreckage, which sits about 2.4 miles below the sea surface. The Titan is only a 5-person sub.
Yeah, see, it said it went down to the wreckage.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a different one though.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's that exact one.
So then could it be like, you know how they tell F-18 pilots, well, you can go that fast, you can hit that angle, but it's gonna like warp the frame, right?
Okay, so yeah.
So then you think
That's what I thought.
when they went again,
Exactly. Like it's been like there has to be some sort of like
it's one time use. You have to rebuild it.
yeah. Yeah, like
Because
it can only be used so many times. 12,000 feet.
Yeah.
9 Empire State. Like, think of all that pressure.
They said that it was like having 3 elephants on every square inch of that sub.
Holy fuck.
That's stupid. That's fucking crazy.
So what metal? Well, of course.
Well, see, that was the thing.
If you-
half of it was made out of carbon fiber. Like, it was extremely cheaply built.
Just made of carbon fiber?
Bro, okay, I think our Navy's lying to us. I think they can go deeper than that. Because sometimes they'll sit off the coast, like right off the shelf of like China, and they'll monitor their fucking nuclear subs
That's crazy.
leaving port and shit.
Hey, did you hear about, we'll get into it in a little bit.
Hold on, real quick, fun fact. I want to nerd out really quick on naval warfare stuff.
Okay.
So you know the holy roll of the destroyer inside of the inside the screen of the fleet?
Okay.
So they can make their signature for anti-ship missiles look like the aircraft carrier. So when the missiles are coming, the anti-ship missiles, they can change their radar signature to look like the aircraft carrier, so then the missiles will hit the destroyer instead of the air. So their whole goal of the destroyer is to basically give its life. Like everyone on board, they are gonna die to keep the aircraft carrier up. And then what they'll do sometimes is they'll drop decoys in the water behind the propeller to sound like the aircraft carrier propeller. So that let's say it's a wake-homing torpedo, it'll go after the destroyer and not the aircraft carrier.
That's fucking
And then, bro, the sonar techs are nerds, bro, listening, and they're like, yeah, that sounds like a Shane-class destroyer. It's Chinese, and the approximate distance. Yeah, like, they'll go off of just, like, listening.
Just as listening and sound.
Because they have it all cataloged. Almost every enemy ship, they know what the propeller sounds like.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, I mean, the don't get me wrong, right? The Titan, OceanGate, submarine, big story, obviously,
I
right?
can't. Everyone's shitting on them. But without mistakes, without science,
Yeah.
we wouldn't do what we're capable of doing.
No, not at all. The other thing too, right, is like, do you shit on people for going to museums? Like, they weren't going down there because they were trying to make money off of...
It's because of once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. How many people are on Earth that can say, I went down to the fucking Titanic and I saw it? I saw the Titanic.
Well, not now. Right?
Well, no, there are some.
Only a handful.
There are some. There's a handful of people. But that's what I'm saying, though, right? Like, if I had $250,000 and you tell me that this submarine can get us down there, now, not knowing that everything that happened, they cut the engineer and all that stuff, right? But like, you're telling me that we can go down for $250,000. I'm a billionaire. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna try to go.
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
See, but if you're a billionaire and you're worth that much money, wouldn't you have an independent, like...
Not necessarily. Why?
I would.
Why?
Because...
Why spend that money though?
Because it's
why
your
spend
life.
that money when somebody's coming up to you and they're saying,
Oh,
and
we
they've
got
already
it.
made
Yeah,
trips.
they've done it before. Yeah.
They've already made trips. So you're like, fuck it. Like, why wouldn't I go down there?
Shit, I'd be that billionaire that's like, I ain't gonna fucking die in a submarine.
I ain't gonna die in a submarine. That's funny. So don't get me wrong,
I'll just
right?
pay
Like,
the
this
US Navy.
story's big, right? This
Yeah.
story's big. It's important, right? Like, obviously, right? The Titan's the only one that's ever gone down to those depths.
Yeah.
But is it 5 days of nonstop coverage important? That's what got me thinking, right? I was like, so what happened this week?
Right? The reason the Navy picked it up is because they're like, we need new news. They sent a torpedo at them.
So they found, right? So the U.S. found out Sunday the 18th, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they, and the Navy came out and said that they heard the implosion.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that the Navy already said. Is it coincidence that everything going on with Hunter Biden, with the Pentagon losing $6.2 billion, with BlackRock? You know what BlackRock is?
They were the ones buying all the fucking houses.
You know what else they're doing? They're trying to fund the war in Ukraine
Who are they
and
giving
Russia.
money to?
I don't know, but the CEO, Larry Fink, came out. He's the chairman. He's the CEO and chairman of the world's biggest asset manager, right? BlackRock.
Yeah.
Said that the Russian invasion of Ukraine is reversing a long-running trend of globalization, and it's helping the cost of small goods go up. The price of bread, the price of milk, the price of rice.
It's fucking stupid.
So therefore, it helps them with their stock trades because the price is going higher. Not only that, they literally filmed this guy, okay, saying that you can buy a senator for $10K. It's literally what he said.
But he's right.
Sure, yeah. The company's worth $10 billion, something like that.
Shit, I feel like they're more than... I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Only if we had a guy that could look up these things for us. How much is BlackRock Asset Manager managing worth? Because they're the biggest asset manager. So it's got to be like... It either said 10 billion or 10 trillion.
$101 billion.
$101 billion. So they're worth $101 billion. They're talking about making sure that war continues and making sure that they're buying senators and all this shit.
Well, BlackRock's the one, those people out there, they're the ones buying up houses in cities and they're holding on to them and only allowing you to rent them.
Oh.
And some people, they're the ones who when you go rent an Airbnb?
Yeah.
Most of the time it's owned by them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I mean,
so
Airbnb.
Fuck you, BlackRock. Next thing you know what, they find me dead with 2 shots behind the head.
Yeah, seriously, right?
He killed himself.
Seriously.
He killed himself.
Who
do you think has more bodies, Bill or Hillary?
The Bidens might have more than this coming up here soon. So Chairman Smith released a whistleblower testimony on Thursday from the IRS, from IRS agents who allege that the Justice Department has interfered in the investigation into Hunter and is suppressing evidence. So they're saying that the IRS and the Justice Department are suppressing evidence that go against everything that Biden said during his campaign in 2020.
All right. You want to get into this?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to know something crazy?
Oh, fuck.
You know how the Russians were saying there were bioweapons labs in Ukraine?
Okay.
And that's why they invaded?
Uh-huh.
There were bioweapons labs in the Ukraine, and we were denying it. And this isn't some fucking Republican talking point. You can Google this shit, and it'll pop up.
That was Burisma, right? Right? That's what Hunter Biden worked on?
Oh, yeah. And
that was Burisma. That was a company he was getting...
And they say that's why Biden's hitting it hard in the Ukraine, because his son has business dealings.
Oh.
And so does he. He was taking...
Do I look like fucking... Right. What's the word I'm looking for? Pretentious?
Nah, you're good.
Do I look too pretentious? I swear I have to try this.
Because essentially what they're saying is that the reason he started fighting so hard in the Ukraine is because it's hurting his family's investments. And that's why he's giving them so much money. Because remember, he's the one who set up the meeting when he was vice president with Obama for his son to meet with that company's CEO.
So that's what they're saying that didn't happen. That's what Biden's saying did not happen. And that's what he said during the 2020 election, that it did not happen.
And Hunter Biden's laptop wasn't a real... The FBI was saying wasn't a real
Exactly.
And then they were saying the diary...
Look up what the company Burisma does.
All right, we're gonna... This video, they're gonna bury it, all right?
Yeah, no, this video...
Well, they're saying,
Look up what the company Burisma is.
And then they're saying that Jill Biden,
yeah.
which is his daughter, right?
No, Jill's his wife.
Okay, which one's his daughter?
Joe Biden has a daughter?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me look it up.
Jill Biden's... Dr. Jill Biden, who's letting her poor fucking husband stand up there and make himself look terrible. What a doctor she is. Anyways, so...
Burisma is a...
Ashley Biden.
Yeah, it's a Ukrainian
energy.
Something. Oh, it's an energy.
Hold on.
Okay, read it first. Get back.
Okay, so it's Ashley Biden. All right. So remember, Project Veritas got access to her diary. They made copies and everything. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, he was reading. I forget his name, Well, they kicked him out of there.
What? Go ahead.
He was reading stuff from the diary.
Yeah.
And he turned it over to the cops because it was really fucked, right? Like talking about him taking baths with her and shit.
Joe Biden.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he turns it over to the cops. Good Samaritan, Project Veritas. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Guess what the FBI does the next day? They raid his fucking his entire office. They take the diary. They take everything. Then for the longest time, they took lawyer correspondence between him and his lawyer because he was suing ABC. They gave it to ABC. They did a bunch of shit like that, right? The FBI.
Okay.
And then they're like, diary never existed. There's no diary.
I remember hearing about the diary.
And then guess what? They just charged 2 people for trafficking her diary.
For trafficking her diary?
For selling her diary. You can look it up. CNN talked about it. 2 plead guilty in scheme to sell Joe Biden's daughter's diary.
Damn.
Yep, they are suing them. Yeah, they're suing them, and those guys are going to prison.
That's fucking crazy.
And you can't find anything about the diary anymore because the FBI went and took everything. They scanned every page of the diary, took the computers, took the hard drives, took everything.
Damn.
Bro, fuck the FBI.
Yep. Agent Gary Shapley, the IRS agent, claims to investigators uncovered a July 30th, 2017 WhatsApp message that Hunter sent to Henry Zhao, CEO of Harvest Funds Management. Hunter Biden threatened to wield his father's influence against the Chinese officials if payment was not made in a timely manner. This is a quote. This is a text message they found. I am sitting here with my father, and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand, and now means tonight. And then there's another follow-up message that we said, and I want to hear from nobody else but you. Like, you are going to call me back tonight. Strong-arming him, pretty much. Hunter's attorney did not deny that this happened. He talked about it, but he didn't deny it. The White House Press Secretary Jean-Pierre and National Secretary spokesman John Kirby refused to answer questions from reporters on Friday for 4 minutes. Bro, you should have seen it. It was like you ever see Shark Week and they're at a place with a bunch of sharks and they throw like chum into there and the sharks all attack it? Dude, reporter after reporter after reporter after reporter. First reporter was like, so, are you gonna, like, how do you feel, or how does the president feel about the messages being out, yada, yada, yada. She'd be like, oh, well, we're not discussing family matters. You. And she was like, well, and then, so you pick the next girl, right? Or from a guy and
they're trying to get, and she won't say shit.
And the girl was like, well, my colleague was asking, I would also like to follow up that too. And then they would deny for 4 straight minutes. Just denied question after question after question.
And it's fucking crazy because he used his influence and his power in office to help his family gain more money.
You know what pisses me off though? Is that like there's evidence. We see this. And they're gonna be like, oh well, Donald Trump did things. Like
he should go to prison too.
Everybody should go to prison then. Lock them all up.
100%.
Like if you pull out the evidence, you see it.
And if it wasn't
put him in the same jail cell.
If it wasn't for his fucking dad being president, he would be going to fucking prison.
Mm-hmm.
But since it's like, oh, slap on the wrist, you're having fucking probation. Oh, felon in possession of a gun. Oh, that's okay.
At the White House at the White House dinner the other day, he was there. He was there shaking hands with everybody, with his wife walking around.
Yeah, his wife after he was over there smashing hookers.
Yeah.
Fucking doing cocaine on camera.
I don't know if this is true, but I think I heard this somewhere. That he tried, like, getting with his...
with
his brothers.
He did. They said he actually was smashing and stuff. His dead brother's wife.
Yeah, his dead brother's wife.
Yep.
God.
They said on his computer there were text messages.
Yeah,
and shit. Yep.
dude, yeah. But there were like text messages with him and like underage girls.
Yeah, but they're never gonna bring that up.
No,
they don't fucking care.
Which is crazy for me.
His dad's the president, bro. Next thing you know, FBI's kicking in this door and we're getting fucking arrested. No one's gonna know.
Nah, they'll see this. It's gonna be posted everywhere.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
It's literally the president of the United States' son.
Yeah,
nothing's gonna happen.
That's crazy, and that shows so much with power. like what power does and like what you can do with power and like
And the way media can brainwash people.
way media
where
can
they're
bring-
like,
where we're
"No."
talking about a submarine for 7 fucking days and not talking about this shit being found with 100 bodies. It's actual fucking text messages.
Or how the Ukrainians were actually the most corrupt government before the war.
Yeah, the Ukrainian government before
They were the
war,
most corrupt in Europe, weren't they?
I don't know if it was the most corrupt, but I know it was
got you.
highly, highly, highly corrupted. Like really bad. Which is fucking mind-boggling to me that these are things that we're not talking about, but we're talking about a submarine getting imploded for 7 fucking days straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know? The other thing that happens, the Pentagon accounting error.
Bro,
Yeah.
okay, real quick.
Uh-huh.
Want to know what they rated on a scale of 0? Is highly corrupt. 100 is very clean.
Okay.
The Ukraine got a scale of 33.
What? What? They were that fucking corrupted? Scale from 100 being great, they're
Bro,
not.
and right before the war,
Mhm.
there was a corruption scandal going on.
Yes, I did hear about that. And the president was involved in it, right? The
Zelensky.
Zelensky.
And now we're giving them billions.
And now he gets a Netflix series.
See, I'm like, as long as he's stacking the bodies of Russians, whatever, right? But I'm still like, it's still fucked.
Yeah. So the Pentagon's accounting error provides an extra $6.2 billion for Ukrainian military aid. Now it's not an actual dollar amount. It's not actual like bills. Like we didn't fucking cash app them $6.2 billion.
It was like aid and stuff, right?
Yeah, the Pentagon said Tuesday that it overestimated the value of the weapons, overestimated the value of the weapons it has sent to Ukraine by $6.2 billion over the past 2 years, about double its early estimate. Excuse me. Detailed reviews of the accounting error found that the military service used replacement costs rather than the book value of equipment that was pulled from the Pentagon stock. So they used just like a bullshit number.
And you know the Russians are loving this, right? Because we're depleting our wartime stock
Yeah.
for the Ukrainians.
Who were already fucking corrupted.
Yeah, so exactly. We're depleting our wartime stock. They said it's going to take 2 to 3 years to replenish us on javelins, stingers, freaking all types of weapons. And then they're saying before Biden leaves office,
Mm-hmm.
China is going to invade Taiwan. Like, there's no doubt. Because it's kind of like, well, the Americans are depleting their stock.
Yeah.
Like, we have weapons, right?
Yeah.
But they're not still currently manufacturing stingers. They're
No.
not currently manufacturing javelins.
Yeah, none of that.
Like, okay, we'll fill the order, and then
Yeah.
that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what the fuck? Like, why are we gonna leave us defenseless? And everyone's like, oh, well, China's not gonna do. Yes, they fucking are. Like,
Yeah, I don't know why people think that China wouldn't invade
Bro,
Taiwan.
Taiwan makes 63% of our microchips.
Yeah.
Those go into missiles. Those go into computers. Those go into cars. Those go into fucking everything.
Phones, everything.
It would be advantageous for them to take Taiwan. Because then
Absolutely.
they fuck us.
Mhm.
And that it gets to the point where it can even completely destroy our economy.
You know what stresses me out when people say China would never do that because they don't want to step on the toes of the United
They
States
don't give a fuck.
because we're big distributors.
Yeah.
Right? When Samsung phones are made, when iPhones are made, when all that stuff, that stuff comes to the United States.
Yeah.
And then from the United States gets shipped out everywhere else.
Bro, China doesn't use any iPhones. They don't use Samsungs.
Not only that, do you think that the Chinese government isn't able to fucking ship out items to other countries?
Yeah, they can do whatever.
Why
the
wouldn't
fuck
they be able to do that?
Yeah, exactly.
If we told them to fuck off today, we told them, you know what, go fuck yourself and you find a way to ship out your items.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool.
And that's why they're starting fucking BRICS.
Mm-hmm.
So that they can undermine the US dollar. People aren't paying attention. And then
No, we're paying attention to fucking submarines. We're paying attention to billionaires going on submarines rather than
Yep.
$6.2 billion going missing.
Bro.
The president
Yeah.
of the United States' son sending messages like this. And the thing about this messages, right, is that you can't say that, oh, it's a Republican talking point and they just made it up.
You're just saying that so you can avoid the fucking issue. This isn't a party issue.
It's not a party issue. And this is IRS agents under oath talking about these things.
Yep.
Like, it's not just somebody off the street. It's not fucking...
Like, at this...
It's not Alex Jones talking in his fucking closet.
No.
It's not that, right? It's actual fucking agents that are out there talking about this
And what's
stuff.
fucking ridiculous is everybody in the world, and well, specifically the United States, is like, oh, you know, let's be fucking partisan on everything.
Yeah.
Fuck that. We need to wake the fuck up, all right? Because the Russians are winning. The Chinese are winning. And what I mean by that is they're think fucking 100 years in the future.
Yep.
We're thinking 4 years in the future. They're already destroying Western society. They're putting their fucking practices, they're putting everything they want to destroy America into everywhere.
For all you nerds out there, this is Palpatine, man. This is Palpatine working in the background, silently, not making big waves, getting things ready for that moment.
Yeah, for Order 66, 100%.
For that Order 66 to happen. So that way it blindsides the fuck out of us.
Yep.
Like, for some reason, people think the United States is untouchable.
We're not.
We're not anymore.
The only reason we're not is because of our fucking geographical location.
Exactly.
And sooner or later...
even at that, that's not like 100-year proof.
No.
At all.
No, not at all.
When you consider the things that are happening in Mexico, right? We always talk about
shit.
We always talk about the stuff going on with the border, right? And people are like, "Oh, well, you just want to build a wall, right?" And I say wall figuratively, right? I don't mean actual physical wall. I mean security on the border, right? Like, "Oh, you want security on the border because you don't want Mexicans coming in." No. I want security on the border so there's not 18 to 20-year-old Russian men coming across the border.
Dude, did you see the number for Chinese nationals is up by like 80%? Bro, all it takes is someone, like, it doesn't even have to be Russian or Chinese.
No.
They can give, let's say, Iranians, right?
Yep.
And let's say it's the freaking Quds Force or whatever. Here's a suitcase nuke with fucking Iranian plutonium in it. You go smuggle it into America. You detonate it in one of their big cities.
Yep.
Then they're going to start a war with Iran. And while the Americans are fucking preoccupied with Iran, we're going to invade Taiwan.
Yep.
Like, it's not that fucking hard. So wake the fuck up.
Yeah, people just want to say, "Oh, it's because you're a Republican," or "Oh, it's because you're a Democrat."
Like, no.
It goes way further than that.
Like, these Russians and the Chinese don't fucking care about what party you are.
No.
Like, these people haven't even... These people, right? Most people haven't even fucking read how... Look it up right now. The Chinese were giving local, federal, and state people who were running for office money. They were funding their campaigns so that those people would be elected and put stuff in policy that favors the Chinese government, like buying property. You know Greg Abbott? He banned the Chinese nationals from buying property.
Yep.
Which makes sense. They were about to build a wind farm. They were going to buy property, build a wind farm next to one of our largest military bases in Texas. And he stopped that.
Yep.
Why else would the Chinese want to do that? Why else are they selling AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, all these cheap parts to put in their cell towers?
Yep.
So they can disrupt communications in the event of wartime. So that our nuclear response, our readiness isn't there.
Nope.
Like, nobody's paying attention.
And nobody cares about it.
No.
Nobody cares about it because they think it's fake. They think that's something you see in movies, Javi.
Bro, and like, you can Google it. It's everywhere. The FBI talk about it. This, of course, not the CIA. That's like other shit.
Isn't it crazy that in today's society, I have a supercomputer in my pocket,
And nobody uses it.
and people are so not informed.
People are wrapped up in fucking looking at OnlyFans girls going on YouTube. What's fucking new in the sports arena? Or what's new in what is my party saying? What is my Democratic Republican Party saying?
Yep.
Oh, well, fuck those Democrats. They want us to fucking fight each other.
Yep.
They want infighting because that means an unstable country and that means an unstable response.
Well, yeah, think about how much money that China put into the 2016 election.
Fuck loads of money.
The amount of propaganda that was put out. Like, people don't even realize that. Like,
Even the Russians they were in charge of BLM pages on Facebook, and they would intentionally create, we're going to protest here. So everyone who was pro BLM would go, and then they'd make another group or be in charge of another group's page who were anti BLM, and they would make them also go to the same area and counter protest so they can fight it out, so that they're trying to sow chaos in America so that we hate and fight each other.
Yep. And the people of the United States don't realize that we're doing exactly what they want. What they want us to do. We're doing exactly what they want us to do.
We look at the word American as a dirty word now. That's what they want. They want us to hate our identity. They want us to hate being Americans so that we hate each other. And when the time comes, all it takes is Like, same thing we do in fucking, like, Libya. Same
Yeah.
thing we do in fucking any country Syria.
Or I don't know. What about this guy that took over a destroyed nation and told them that, hey, everybody's shitting on you for being from this country. They took all of our money. They took all of our guns. So let's fight back and let's take over what they took from us. You know who that was? Hitler.
Yeah.
That's literally what Hitler did.
Bro, Hitler, Stalin, like, everyone's like, oh no, like Stalin or what fucking dude who wrote Communist Manifesto? We had to read it in college.
Mao Zedong?
No.
that's
Mao
not-
Zedong's the Chinese.
Yeah.
Why am I slipping his name?
Sean, who wrote the Communist Manifesto?
Fuck. I forget
God.
it. Bro, I know his name. I'm just slipping. But what irritates the fuck out of me is people will quote him and be like, well, he wants the bourgeoisie, and the bourgeoisie is not
The bourgeoisie.
they're not the owners, right, of property. It's the proletariat. So he's like, oh, well, the bourgeoisie, he wants them to have guns. Like, bro.
Yeah.
So, okay, so when they get in power, they're not going to give up guns.
No.
Like,
not at all.
it's like, so what, going back to what basically we did in Libya, all it takes is for, let's say, the Russians or the Chinese, because we just found in Cuba, the Chinese have a huge, like, spy base. They used to have one in Houston. All it takes is either the Chinese or the Russians to go to an opposing group that hates Americans, even though they live in America, they're born in America, and they're like, hey, here's a bunch of guns. Go overthrow your fucking government. Because everyone's like, oh, January 6th, that was an insurrection. That wasn't an insurrection. Insurrection is them marching on the Capitol with guns, killing cops, killing people.
Yep.
Not just fucking going into a government building.
That's the other thing that we really like to do as Americans. We like to take words and like insurrection.
Yep. Or, oh, bro, you're a fucking Nazi.
Yeah. Like we like to just throw words at a wall
each other. Yep.
and just see what sticks. And like,
oh, you want strong borders? You're a fucking racist.
yeah. Like it really makes no sense.
No.
But it makes sense when you step back. You step back and you look at it with an open mind and you think about what these countries are trying to do to us, right? What they're trying, how they're trying to take us down, and how they're trying to make us fight each other.
Yep.
And people are terrified when Americans feel united.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're down to fucking we think about 9/11. We think about 9/11.
Everyone and their
And
mother was joining
George
up.
W. Bush, right, is standing on the rubble. And I say this is one of my favorite things about 9/11. Nothing good, right, is from 9/11, but when he stands up there and he's got a bullhorn, and he's standing up there and he's got the firefighter next to him, and he's talking about the buildings coming down, yada yada, right? And somebody from way back in the crowd says, "We can't hear you." And George W. Bush turns around and says, "Well, I can hear you. And whoever took these building downs are going to hear from all of us real soon." Like stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And you saw American flags everywhere and people were proud to be Americans. And we lost it. We
Yep.
lost it.
It's all fucking partisanship.
And
now.
I can tell you when it started, but it's going to be really stirring the pot.
All right. Hold on. Let's take a quick break. I gotta pee.
Yeah. And cut.
All right. That was
Good break.
good intermission.
Good break.
Good intermission.
We had to get in a little intermission real quick because me and Javi were ranting and we got heated.
Because fuck the Chinese and fuck the Russians.
Look, all we're saying is be proud Americans and smoke Room 101 cigars.
I respect it.
We've converted Javi into a shadow army.
Yeah, the Daruma was slapped.
It's good, right? Daruma's really good. Daruma's really good. I like the Daruma a lot. Maybe I'll smoke that next episode. Oh no, I'm not gonna smoke the next episode. The next episode we're gonna have Joe on. And we're gonna be smoking a Joe cigar. That's what he said. Fuck the Chinese, man.
Like, if you're not, just wake the fuck up.
That's it. Stop worrying about
Stupid menial shit.
Yeah. You're gay.
Good,
gay.
cool. You want to have
Be
abortions? Cool. Nobody cares, bro. Like,
you want to do those things and, you want to do that.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Do that. Whatever. But be a proud fucking American.
Yeah, because like,
Be a proud fucking American. Because I promise there is no country better than this fucking country that we live in. Stop trying to take away people's fucking cigars. Stop trying to take people's guns
the whole point
away.
about being an American is free. Like, let people have abortions, let people be gay, let people get married, whatever.
if you know the stipulations, you know, like, you know that drinking alcohol can kill your liver, you know, but you're a fucking adult. Go fucking do it. You know,
go for it, bro.
Like do those things, right? Like whatever. But be a proud fucking American at the end of the day. Be a proud American. When the 4th of July comes around, put out all the red, white, and all the spangled banner you can, right?
You know, for our 4th of July, our 4th of July episode's going to be with Joe.
Is it? It will. We're going to have to get some 4th of July shit, dude. I'm gonna wear one of those top hats.
And I'm proud to be, right?
Yeah, right. It starts breaking into elite hood.
You want to put like a rifle in the background, right?
I'm down. I don't care. I'm gonna put it here somewhere. Anyways, when the 4th of July comes around and you're outside and you're celebrate because you're proud to be an American. Be proud to be an American. Stop falling into this propagandistic mindset that these countries want us to get into. Because if they take us down from the inside,
which they're already succeeding,
which they are succeeding for every single fucking day, remember that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to do, and we're allowing them to do it. Don't let them do it. Don't be proud.
Don't let us lose who we are.
No, because and you know what? What I really started noticing that we were really losing who we were as a country is when we were burning down our own buildings.
Yep, protesting.
We weren't burning down Walmarts. We weren't burning down.
We're burning down small mom
and pop shops.
Hey, Ricardo, if you listen to this, I had to yell at him not yell at him, but I had to like, are you dumb?
Mm-hmm.
He was saying that he says that line that everybody says. Well, they have insurance, right? No, not every mom and pop store can pay for insurance, or they can pay for that.
Not full coverage insurance.
Yeah, it's
right?
not like you burn down their livelihood. That's it. That's it for them. They're done. You think people are gonna want to build stores in your neighborhood if you burn down stuff, riot, destroy things?
Yeah.
Like, no. And then they go and complain.
Yeah.
Why are stores moving out of our neighborhoods?
Yep.
Because you burn shit down.
Breaking windows, like fighting people in front of them, stealing.
Bro.
The amount of stealing.
That's why San Francisco keeps closing stores.
Left and right.
You know, that's why Walmart said they're moving out of like certain California cities in Chicago.
Yeah.
They can't keep up with the losses.
And these are big companies that we're talking about that are losing money. And then, you know what? And then that hurts the people that live there because they're not able to go buy cheap groceries.
And the people who work there.
Mm-hmm. Losing jobs. Like, and that's the thing, right? Is that we lose the big picture whenever these things start happening. We lose it. We forget that, Walmart's a big corporation. And don't get me wrong, they're money hungry. But you don't have to work at Walmart.
No.
You know, you can go work at anywhere else you want to work.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to work there, but you are working there, and that's who pays your fucking bills.
Yep, exactly. So why fuck them?
Why fuck them? Why fuck them and why make them move out?
And then that reminds me of, God damn it, just like that, it slipped away.
Just be a proud American.
Oh, yeah.
Be a proud fucking American.
Right now is the season where they ask you to donate to the Children's Hospital. Don't do that. Why can't Walmart or Target, billion-dollar companies, donate out of their own pockets?
Out of their own pockets. It's a tax cut.
It's a tax. That's why. They want you to donate because it's a massive tax cut to them. Because they will write it off on their taxes as a billion-dollar company. So that's less taxes than they have to pay.
Yep.
That's why when people ask me, oh, you want to donate? Like, yeah, like, I would rather find a way to directly donate. Not through, like, Walmart, McDonald's. I've seen fucking Sonic do it, I think.
Oh, really?
Where they're like, oh, would you like to donate to the Children's Hospital?
Yeah, round up.
Like,
let me round up your dollar. I'll take your 50 cents or whatever.
Nah, bro, like, you're fucking gonna write that off on taxes for your
That's why when Two Guys Rambling becomes really big, we're gonna have something. We're gonna have a rambling community, like something. I want to give back in some sort of way.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I think that's part of the reason why I want to be so like successful and make money.
I
and stuff like
seeing
that.
people give back.
Yeah, it's cool.
People who deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think Cigars for Warriors is a pretty good company.
Yeah, Cigars for Warriors is really cool. Sending out the men and women and stuff like that to smoke cigars and a way to unwind and, relax in harsh conditions is fucking hard.
Yep.
The other thing that I saw that is terrible and another way that we're going to lose footing, synthetic meats. Did you hear about this? Yeah, the U.S. regulators approved lab-grown meats to be sold to the public.
I'm okay with it.
It was synthetic chicken. That sounds disgusting.
I'm okay with it only if...
Is it healthy?
It has the same... Like, I'm still getting the protein. Value. I'm still getting my nutrition. I'm okay. I could see a better future like that.
It's made... they use real cells from chicken to like...
Bro, you want to know what's crazy? One of the books I read... We're talking like the population of Los Angeles is like fucking 500 million, right?
God, okay.
And that there's an underground where if you're poor, you live in the underground. If you have money, you live on the surface, right? But if you live in the underground, the government subsidizes your phone, they subsidize your food, they subsidize your transportation to your jobs, right? But you know what they feed them? Soy paste. It's called spirulina, right?
Okay.
So you'll go to like a vending machine and, I want a cheeseburger. Punch it in. It'll come out looking like a cheeseburger. But they found a way to put the soy paste. It'll taste like a cheeseburger.
Oh.
But it's just soy paste and like something called spirulina. And I'm like, I can see that being our future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like where we don't eat like, here's a badass steak. Tastes exactly like a steak, but it's lab grown. There's no cows no more, dog.
Yeah.
But I feel like in our lifetimes, we're going to see animals start becoming extinct.
Like essential animals?
Maybe.
Like pigs, cows, chickens?
I'd say no, because I feel like they'd be able to clone them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now that they're making synthetic meat, and it just freaks me out. It makes me a little uncomfortable.
Bear with me. Okay? Yesterday I had basically synthetic, like Beyond Meat.
That's the same company that's making this.
But in gyoza, like the dumplings.
Okay.
Really good.
Really?
Yep.
I know they do that like Beyond Chicken now, and they do Beyond Meat.
I'm gonna try Beyond Burger.
You're
like
an
Impossible Burger?
Yeah.
You're
gonna go to Burger King?
Fuck Burger.
That's where it's from, right?
At Sam's, they sell a pack.
Oh, really?
Of like hamburger patties, but it's Beyond.
Matt,
bring them over. Let's try.
HEB sells it.
HEB, I'll buy it. If HEB sold a fucking car, I'd buy it. If HEB had a HEB branded car, I'd buy it.
If you don't like HEB tortillas, you're wrong.
Yeah, out of your mind. Out of your mind.
You're wrong.
Between HEB's brand and Members Mark, I could live the rest of my life a happy man. If Members Mark sold a fucking house, I'd buy it.
Hey, but don't sleep on Costco, though. Costco?
It's too fucking far.
It is. If they open one on the south side, okay. But they have...
Yeah.
In my opinion, their meat from their meat market's better. And like...
Walmart does some sketchy shit with their meat.
Yeah, they do. Their bakery is like... Bro, you know how you can only buy one pack of muffins at Sam's?
Okay.
Okay, at Costco.
Javi, what are you doing with this many fucking muffins?
2 6-packs.
Okay.
For $9. Like, you want to buy a pack of bagels? You have to buy 2, but it's only $6.
That's not bad. Those aren't bad prices. Bad prices. I'll give you that.
And they got a better organic selection and stuff like that. But
I think I need to start eating more organic things.
Your organic turkey from Costco?
Terrible.
Nasty.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. And talking about healthy food, right? Eating healthier is going to segue us into our next topic,